This is the Shark Tank, where hopeful entrepreneurs get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pitch the sharks in hopes of getting an investment to start, grow, or save their businesses.
How about I hand out some wine?
Absolutely great idea.
The entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
How much is each light bulb?
$2.89.
Wow.
That sucks.
If somebody else can't do it, but we're going to do it better. It's a huge...
Tell me how you're going to do it better. No one comes in and says, you know what, Mark? I'm going to do it worse.
Your answers to the questions are driving me nuts.
We're a venture capital firm on steroids. There's nobody like us.
If the sharks hear a great idea, they're ready to invest using their own money.
$250K, but I need 30% of the business. I'll make you a lot richer faster.
And they're willing to fight each other for a piece of the action.
I'll give you the $350,000. I think Robert is being a little bit greedy. Kevin's offer is ridiculous. My offer is great. Mark is simply tagging along on my offer. Oh, that wasn't a real offer, Robert, and you know it.
A little bit of a feeding frenzy in the tank.
Who are the sharks? They're self-made millionaire and billionaire investors who are entrepreneurs themselves. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who turned a $10,000 loan into a software business worth $4.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran went from waiting tables in Manhattan to building the city's preeminent real estate empire. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 300 products, grossing over $500 million in retail sales. And Mark Cuban, notorious billionaire entrepreneur, tech guru, and the outspoken owner of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks. First into the tank are entrepreneurs with smart light bulbs for a new generation.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Corey Egan.
And my name is Swapnil Bora.
We're from Dallas, Texas, and our company is Ilumi Solutions. We're here to show you the future of lighting.
We are seeking $350,000 of investment in exchange for 15% ownership in our company.
Ilumi is a series of intelligent and tunable LED light bulbs you control wirelessly right from a mobile device.
It's very simple. Screw in any number of Ilumi, download the app, and you get complete control over your lighting.
It's about having the right light at the right time. So, Barbara, you're an early riser.
Yes, I am.
Imagine waking up, feeling refreshed and alert with the simulated sunrise that slowly eases you out of bed. Robert, got a busy day ahead of you. You got your phone, your keys, your wallet. You head outside, and your lights automatically turn off behind you. And when you return, your lights greet you, welcoming you home. Kevin, connect your Ilumi to your stock portfolio so you can know if you're in the red or the green.
It's always red.
Lori, set the perfect romantic candlelit atmosphere and relax with the husband. And Mark, represent your team and ours by lighting it up blue and green on game day.
Yes,
Go
sir.
Mavs.
Go Mavs.
Yeah, and after the Mavericks win, of course, let the celebration begin.
Very cool.
Very
Corey, how does it work? Do I plug something into my outlet and that controls all the lights?
It is the light themselves. So we have two sizes of light, and all you need are the bulbs
So you just
and the app.
you can put the bulb into any light fixture that
Any
you
light
have.
fixture. So we've got.
So you're using Wi-Fi in the house then?
It's actually Bluetooth based.
So where are you at with this in the market?
So we're at the final stages of development. Swapno and I were actually classmates at UT Dallas, where we came up with the idea. We're now right at the doorstep to manufacturing, which is why really we're here today.
How much is each light bulb?
$289 for a 3-pack.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's $90 a light bulb.
Correct.
Wow. How long does it last compared to a normal light bulb?
It lasts up to 20 years.
From the consumer point of view, making that decision between a $100 bulb and one for $2.80 is going to be a very tough call.
What we've seen is that both consumers as well as commercial folks, when they're looking to get the most from their space, Ilumi is actually an easier and more cost-effective solution.
You're not selling light bulbs, you're selling a lighting system.
Exactly. Correct.
So tell me how many steps it takes to get the system working.
It takes essentially 2 steps. Screw in the light bulb,
Got it?
download the app, go straight to the setup process. From that, The bulb finds the app, connects,
Sure.
and that's it.
I have to ask the magic question. Do you have a patent pending on this or a patent on this?
We have 5 US and 1 international utility patents pending.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm sort of focusing on what matters in this deal. If your IP clears, if your intellectual property clears, you don't really want to be in the light bulb building business and distribution and logistics
Or
business.
do you?
This is our answer. So we know that the value in this company will come from, one, building a great company that we are manufacturing and shipping bulbs.
Wow. There's so many players in the light business that have massive market share. If there was ever a licensing deal in Shark Tank, you're it. But you're telling me I can't wait to build my light bulb factory. That sucks.
When are you going to have your samples and when will you be able to ship?
So our goal is to ship by the end of this year. So we're ready to start the tooling process right now. That's one of the reasons we're here, and we're asking for the $350,000. Your money gets our product into customers' hands.
I just want to clear the field.
Sure.
I hate to tell you, I'm the disbeliever here. Turning on my lights with my iPad, for me, just seems weird. And $99 for a light bulb versus $3 is a heck of a hard sell. It just
Sure.
doesn't strike me as a realistic amount.
Well, I appreciate your consideration, Barbara.
Pleasure.
I'm concerned with some of your competition out there because I know you do have competition. And I'm not sure, I think I love this for the consumer market, but I'm not sure where you're going to fall when you finish everything and if you get the IP. If you don't, then I'm afraid that you're not going to be able to be competitive. So for that reason, I'm out.
Where I see a real opportunity is in the lighting market that is very complicated and very high-end.
Yes,
In that market, your $100 light bulb is cheap.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, let me start with an offer. I'll give you the $350,000 for 35%.
Well, first of all, I really appreciate the offer, Robert. So, thank you, and I'm excited that you're interested in iLumi. I would like to, if it's okay, be open to other offers as well.
All right, guys, I'll make it easy. Look, I think Robert is being a little bit greedy, but I'm not going to be totally ungreedy because I think I can bring a lot of value. So what I'll offer you is the $350,000 for 25%.
Mark, really appreciate your offer as well.
Wow, 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 wow. Ichiwawa.
Gotta tell me yes or no.
Oh my God.
If it's too much equity and that's what you feel and you have a limit that you've set for yourselves, then let's not go back.
Sure.
Just tell me the limit, and if you want to do
Why
a
don't
deal
you
with me,
wait and
then
see if you
we'll
have
figure
any
it out.
other offers?
I would appreciate that. If possible, I'd also like to see if there's other folks.
No,
if there's
Corey,
more
I
questions.
wouldn't.
All right, guys, I'm out.
Corey and Swapnil had two offers on the table, but their indecision has changed Mark's mind.
If it's too much equity and that's what you feel and you have a limit that you've set for yourselves, then let's not go back and
Sure.
forth. Just tell me the limit, and if you want to do
Why
a
don't
deal
you
with
wait
me,
and
then
see
we'll
if you have
figure it
any
out.
other offers?
I would appreciate that. If possible, I'd also like to see if there's other folks.
No,
if there's
Corey,
more
I
questions.
All right, guys, I'm out.
Doggone, I was going to warn you on that one.
Mark, I know the 24-second shot clock.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
not
even
even
get the
about that, guys.
24-second
Look,
shot clock.
it was an opportunity to say, look, Mark, here's the number.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to do business with me, you would have given me the number.
Mark, if you could give us a moment, we would
Fine, that's
love
fine,
to take
that's
a time.
fine.
Is that all right?
Okay, fine.
Okay. All right.
I'll
Thank
put
you.
another offer on the table that doesn't involve so much equity. My offer is much simpler. Not interested in any equity at all. I'll give you $350,000 upon the clearance of your IP and one contingency that you allow me to license it to a very large light bulb manufacturer. I'm not interested in funding growth in manufacturing light bulbs. I want 15% of the royalty stream. You keep the whole company. I'll make you a lot richer faster with my strategy.
And if you can't get a license, what then?
It reverts back to me.
So, Corey, let's just keep in mind, the person who first made you the offer
Yes.
was me. Mark is simply tagging along on my offer. Kevin's royalty deal is just ludicrous. You can't do that. You need both of those options.
I don't know, you should think about that. My offers are always very well
You already
thought
know what's
through.
going on here, right? Robert didn't quite get it, so he asked for a chunk of the company. Kevin did what he always does.
That's ridiculous. I got it right away.
Offer.
Why do you want to manufacture anything? Why do you want to go through that headache?
Look, if someone comes along and makes the right offer on a licensing deal, yeah, absolutely, right? But the biggest upside for this company is going to come from ongoing development.
You know, that's ridiculous. You could get a $4 million advance on your license, fund your next 5 ideas from it, and never spend an hour in the plant. You guys are nuts.
That I'm seeing is, the patents are pending, and, we've put a lot into that. It's getting from here to there.
Are your patents going to clear or not? What do you think?
Even if
sorry,
they
my
don't.
friend. If they don't, you've got a world of hurt.
No, because you're just off to the races, and it's
Just
a real
nice
business.
small light bulb manufacturer.
In my perfect world, all the patents for software go away anyways, and you just
This
hustle
is
and you
not
grind.
software.
A little bit of a feeding frenzy in the
look.
tank.
You know what? I'm out. I'll tell you why I wanted so much equity. It was simply commensurate with the risk. I don't see that wide a market. So I think you've got
So guys,
one equity
he's
offer,
out.
you got royalty
Yeah.
out.
Kevin's offer is ridiculous.
My offer is great. I just want you to deliver the patent.
Kevin, I'm going to get him to write a software program that just puts a puppet there and just recalculates the
Because
same
I'm right
offer.
every time,
It's just
over and
the
over and
same
over.
offer.
Corey, if
I
you
know.
go with Mark,
Yes.
you're going to listen to this every day.
So first of all, I want to thank you all for your time today again. Kevin, we appreciate the offer, but it doesn't really match with the vision for what we're trying to achieve.
You want to make light bulbs.
We want to make light bulbs and make a great business and bring Illumi to the world. Mark, would you be willing to meet in the middle at 20% for the $350,000?
I'm going to stick to the 25 guys because you know I can bring a huge amount of value.
Could I ask you, I think everyone in here could pick up the phone and make one phone call that could change the game for us. Who would be your phone call?
Depends on who we need to call. Right? There's nobody that's not going to take my call.
Good answer. That's a good answer. Hey, Mark, you've got a deal.
I knew it. Let's go to work.
Good deal.
Congratulations. This is a great program, guys. Congratulations, man. Looking forward to it.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Live your
I'm
life.
talking about
Live your
life, your
life.
life, baby.
Mark, I want one.
Working with Mark, it's going to be a tremendous fit. He gets the technology that we're bringing and our vision to make it happen. Mark's just going to be like fuel on the fire. This thing is going to spread like wildfire, and Illumi is going to shine across the world.
Earlier this season, Charles Yim made a deal with all 5 sharks for his smartphone breathalyzer, Breathometer.
All 5 sharks will give you $1 million for 30%.
I accept.
All right.
Let's see what's happening now.
Since Shark Tank, it's been crazy busy. We've gotten a ton of pre-orders, actually more than we can even catch up with. When it first went in the tank, we only had $140,000 in sales. After closing a deal with all 5 sharks, we closed $1 million in just 3 months. We had to scale up our production just to keep up with the demand.
Charles,
Hey, Kevin.
I came to the Bay Area today to check in on Charles. It's unique that we have a deal where every shark has put their money to work. Everybody knows this thing is going to be very successful. I'm their eyes today. I'm getting a lot of emails from people that do not have their device yet.
Right.
What are you doing about it? Being back-ordered is not a good problem. You want happy customers, not ones that are waiting for their product. I have to come here and beat them with a stick.
We're only manufacturing roughly about 1,000 units a week. Now we're at 15,000 units a week, and we'll be in about 3 weeks current with all our pre-orders.
And then the backlog will be filled.
Yep.
The operation looks like it's working. He's been delayed. Now he's getting the product out the door. This is important.
Hey guys, look who stopped by. Working with all 5 sharks has been amazing. Each brings value to the table in a very different, unique way. Kevin's been helping us with international distribution. Mark's been instrumental in bringing us to big box retailers. Lori's working on helping us get on QVC. Robert and Damon have helped us with distribution here in the U.S., but on top of that, they've really helped us refine our branding.
Not only are you saving lives, I know you want to make it more of a science, technology, and medical company.
We're now more than just a smartphone breathalyzer. We're moving on to things like halitosis, dehydration, diabetes, asthma. Our main goal is to improve patient healthcare and continue saving lives. So to be able to see a company launch a product and create new jobs in just 3 months, it's an amazing feeling to have.
My name is Felix Brandon Lloyd, and this is my wife, Jordan Lloyd Bookie. We live in Washington, D.C. with our 2 beautiful kids, and we're the founders of Zubeen. Our son received a book in the mail from a family friend, and he so loved this book, both because it was a wonderful story and it pictured a mixed family like ours.
Everything's going in the water.
He read it every day that week, and it was a very powerful experience for us, and it dawned on us that we could create this delightful experience for families everywhere, and that's why we created Zubeen. Felix and I have both been in education for many years. For us, education is really everything. It is the one thing that if we get it right, it can help change the trajectory of anybody's life.
Zuby means to us an opportunity to make a difference in the world and make a difference in our own lives and our children's lives.
My name's Jordan, but when it comes to business, you can call me the chief mom.
And I'm Felix, of course, the chief dad. Our company is called Zubeam, and we're seeking a $250,000 investment in exchange for 15% equity.
We first met as teachers, but it's when we became parents that building our kids' love of reading became more personal. The truth is, we found it difficult to discover children's books that met our kids' particular interests or that pictured families like ours. And that's why we created Zubeam, a children's book discovery platform and highly personalized subscription service.
So, Zubeam uses filters like recommended age, language, interests like not so pink girls, or main character's background, like being from a mixed family. That way, our platform curates the right book and eventually other products.
For us, Zubeam is as much our mission as it is our business. Sharks, please join us in helping all of our kids imagine and achieve anything.
So you're pre-selecting for them, making the task easier. I lived in this space for 12 years, and I'm going to guess that 80% of your sales are between the ages of 3 and 8 years old, okay? Here's the problem. In actually acquiring the customer at that age, for every company that's tried, has been a huge challenge in actually the cost of customer acquisition, because you've got about 20 million people moving through that zone every 12 months. This is the whole business, my friends. That's all there is to worry about. Do you know what your customer acquisition cost is?
Customer acquisitions cost is about $6.03.
How many have you been able to get?
How many subscribers do you have?
We have 85 subscribers and gifters.
85,000?
85 subscribers and gifters. We launched a beta version just 2 months ago.
It seems to me there's a need for what you're doing. I don't know, though, is there other competition out there?
Yeah, Amazon.
Is this something that people are really needing, and you're fulfilling that in the marketplace?
I think I can start to answer by finishing how the product works. As a user, you can come to the site and state a number of preferences. Once all that data's in there, automatically our system will then query and say, Mr. Cuban's child is a reading level this level, is interested in this type of subject.
Okay, so that's still very simple search based off of tags, right? Which isn't going to get you very far, because you can put together lists on Amazon, and you can even put together subscriptions on Amazon. What I'm trying to do is figure out there is a secret sauce.
Yes. Right.
What's the secret sauce? It's the difference between Google and another search engine, right? What is it that makes you different?
Technology-wise, when you look at it, the back end is data and matching tags with data. Firstly, we assign a relevance score to each of those users.
Okay.
And that relevance score is based on those tags being weighted. And then it becomes informed by user behavior. And then we say, these are the potential items that could match up with this.
So the difference between you and Amazon is you're more specific. But I think, though, there's nothing really that unique. And so for that reason, I'm out.
I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Help me with an example. I have a 7-year-old daughter who's adopted, and when she was born, I went on Amazon. So here's a perfect parallel, a specialty. I wanted to find every book on adoption and storybooks for children.
Yes.
What would have been different if I had gone on your website and had that same experience?
If you'd gone on our website, first of all, it would have been probably a more pleasant experience. You'd go through, you'd look, and you'd see adoption. Then you might want, female characters, for example.
In other words, if I had something very specific, now I wanted just about little girls who were adopted, I could put female adoption?
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
They have female
so to
characters.
Lori's point, I think she was clear on that. I really don't think there's a need for the business, so I am out.
Jordan, tell us a little bit about your background.
Jordan just left her job as a week ago as head of K-12 education at Google.
To focus on this full time?
Yes.
Felix, what's your background?
I'm a former Washington, D.C.'s Teacher of the Year, and then after that, I left and started a technology venture that I had an exit from 3 years ago. It was kids and education related.
I think you guys are very solid, because my children are voracious readers.
Yes.
But I gotta tell you, they can go online and they can search for almost any book that they want to find today. And I just currently don't see it today. I'm out.
finding the customer and getting the full value, which is really only about 5 years. I don't know if you're going to get there with this baby. I'm not kidding. It's going to be a really tough ride.
But isn't that what it's about? Isn't business about struggle? I mean, Jeff,
I get it. I get all that. But I'm trying to find a way to get excited because this is my space.
Well, get excited about changing the world. You know, one of the things that... I
don't want to change the world. I want to make money.
Oh, he doesn't get excited about that, changes the world.
You come into the Shark Tank, you get all of these sharks that have experience in different sectors. And we're a venture capital firm on steroids. There's nobody like us. You're all hearing the different challenges from all of us. And the only one I care about is the one that I've lived through, which is customer acquisition cost. I think you'll do a great job monetizing it after you've got them, but I think they're going to cost you more than you'll make off them. And for that reason, I'm out.
Everybody else out?
Yeah.
Good. Guys, I disagree completely. I think trusted curation is the future. The question is, what's after books? Because the value in this has nothing to do with books, right? It has everything to do with helping grandma find something when she has no idea what to get.
Absolutely.
Well, you haven't convinced me that you've got something, and you haven't told me why you've got something that allows that to happen in a way that someone else can't do.
Now, if somebody else can't do it, but we're going to do it better. It's a
But you can't tell me how you're going to do it better. No one says that. No one comes in and says, you know what, Mark? I'm going to do it worse. Or I'm just going to do it average, or I'm going to do it the same as everybody else. You haven't explained
Because, Mark,
to me.
you see an awful lot of technology plays.
This is not a technology company.
But that's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's not. It's a marketing company.
Let me decide if it's technology
Yeah,
or
but they're not even telling you they're playing on
That's like saying Google is just a search company, right? It's just not, right? Because I'm trying to figure out where this can go.
Yes,
right?
thank you.
What is it capable of doing?
Right.
Could the software be extended so that if you created an inventory of all the children's-oriented shows on Netflix, all the movies on Netflix, and a current programming guide from all the different TV networks?
Yes.
Could I go in there and it would tell me which shows are appropriate and recommend which?
Exactly what it could do.
Exactly.
So now if all of a sudden you're saying Zoobeam, you're not quite sure what shows your kids can watch, right? Put in this data. We'll show you which shows are applicable, whether it's Netflix, whether it's Hulu, whether it's anywhere. And oh, by the way, buy our books. Now you're getting 2 different ways to populate.
But that's happening already.
Oh, no, not within one centralized location.
Yeah?
No,
Check out Disney.
No, I'm not talking about TV guides and everything. Outside of Disney, you want some place, because not all Disney is going to be appropriate for what you do. It's got to be independent. Okay, so guys, if that's the case. I'll make you an offer. All right, $250K, but I need 30% of the business.
Would you consider 20%?
I'll meet you in the middle.
Mark, we are excited and ecstatic at your offer. Thank you.
Yes, guys, we'll do it.
Not as good as you.
Great deal. Good luck.
Thank you.
It's the same thing about Netflix. Netflix at the beginning and the recommendation engine started with nothing.
But Mark, Netflix had a unique proposition.
No, they
at the
didn't.
game.
No, they didn't. Netflix's big angle was data, and they put cash up front to get content. Look, this is a very binary business. It's either home run or it's a strikeout, right? And if they hit it, it's enormous. Next up are father and son entrepreneurs with a unique food preservation system.
Hi, my name is Chase Hoyt, and this is my father.
I'm Bob Hoyt.
We're from Tucson, Arizona, and our company is IntelliStopper Technology. We're seeking $250,000 in exchange for 10% equity. Sharks. Our IntelliStopper technology will redefine and revolutionize food and beverage preservation. The problem with current wine preservers is you never know when you've pumped out the right amount of air, and you never know when air gets back into the bottle. And preservers on the market allow air to seep back in within minutes to hours of preserving. So, Mr. Wonderful, that very expensive bottle of 69 Chateau Margaux that you have is
Just one of many.
Just one. Is being exposed to oxygen when you think it's being preserved. Until now. The IntelliStopper is the first preserver on the market that has a red visual indicator. So, for the first time, you can see that all of your wine is preserved. Let me show you how it works. But before I do, how about I hand out some wine?
Absolutely great idea.
Here we go.
Thank you.
There you go.
Lori.
It's better than
Ladies
box.
first.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you.
Absolutely. There you go.
Cheers.
Mr. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It might not be as good as O'Leary fine wines, but it's pretty
it's not.
darn
I'm sure
good.
it's much better.
There we go. So
Yeah,
drink up, you guys.
If I have a sip of this and I go blind, there'll be hell to pay.
It's great wine.
Okay, that wine has been preserved with the IntelliStopper.
How long was it since it was open?
5 days.
Well, show us how it works, Chase.
Sure, absolutely. We've had a few glasses of wine. Put the stopper in the top of the bottle. You can see that red indicator is up right now because obviously there's still oxygen in there. Pump the air out, and you'll see that red indicator goes down. When you see a clear window, you know that your wine is preserved.
So by taking the air out of it,
yes,
the wine lasts longer?
Absolutely, yeah. So
if I don't do the preserver thing,
yeah,
how long will the wine last?
Sure, on average, maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days.
And with that bottle of wine, how long will that last?
With this product, it will last up to 2 weeks. If air gets back in that bottle, you're going to see the red indicator creeps right back up. So you can always visually see that your wine is preserved.
I have, I don't know, 6 cellars now with tens of thousands of bottles of wine. I own every single preservation system ever made, including the ones that do nitrogen, argon gas, you name it. Yours is a derivative, a very popular one that does do 15 million in sales. You've added an indicator that air goes in. That's the only difference, right?
Yes.
Is this the only product?
We have 4 SKUs with this product line, and we are extending into multiple markets.
Chase, what were your sales?
Last year, we sold $150,000. This year, we're on pace to sell $300,000. And we just locked a major retailer, which is really exciting.
Which one?
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Really? People that are passionate about wine buy everything. I'll buy one, but for me to get my head around the value of $2.5 million.
As a startup company, you should never argue value. Instead, we have to show you a limited perception of risk, and that's exactly what we've done.
Oh, well said.
Well, we have proof of concept, we have growing sales, we've got proof of market, we've got patented intellectual property.
All right, so what's next?
Okay, so what's next? So we're taking all this technology to, the first is olive oil preservation with Olive Doctor. Think about the olive oil that you have that sits on your counter or in your cupboard that goes stale and rancid. You use
olive oil goes stale?
Absolutely.
I thought it lasts forever. Or is it honey that lasts forever?
Honey does last forever.
Does love last forever?
I know, you know, Robert, I know there's somewhere on you I could plug this in and suck the air out of it.
But once you get up to about a month, depending on the olive oil, it's rancid.
Chase, one challenge with the high-end olive oils is that the bottle sizes vary dramatically. I have a pretty large collection of olive oils, and this would only work in maybe 10% of the bottles. Really expensive oils are being collected like wines now. It's in my wine oils? So when you open it up, you may have 1 or 2 months to use it. I've got some oils that are $300 a bottle.
Do you really?
Yeah, what? Yeah.
What are your other applications for this?
The next, which we're very excited about, is to coffee. So 2.4 billion cups of coffee are consumed every day. We can take our IntelliStopper technology.
Okay, so we know there's a big market.
Do you have the patent for any of this?
Well, we have 3 patents. We have 2 design patents, one in the U.S., the other is in the European Union, and we have pending a functionality patent, and so we have some protection on that.
When you say functionality, you mean utility patent?
Yeah.
I feel like everybody has seen dozens of these kinds of things claiming to preserve wine in particular, and I, for one, have bought many of them.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough point of difference that makes this jump apart from the crowd and say, wow, I got to get my hands on this thing. So because it seems like more of the same, with a little twist, I'm out.
Guys, it's obvious that you've built a better mousetrap, but I have no idea what the mouse is and where it goes. People collect oils? Seriously? I thought those things get better with age. So, I mean, it's really not a fit for me, so for those reasons, I'm out.
For me, the problem here is I've seen a lot, I'm very familiar with this space, and there are other products out there very similar, so I'm out.
Chase, let me make it really simple. Not for me, I'm out.
So I use your competitor every day because I start my evening with a single glass of Montrachet, which often comes out of a new bottle.
And your breakfast and your lunch.
And then I stop it and put it back into the cooler with the competing product.
Right.
And then I hit the reds. So I generally have 2 bottle stops. The reason they have my business is they have the distribution. I think the problem with this deal is the value product. There's so much we could be doing together if you weren't such greedy pigs. And that's really the problem here. It's impossible to give you $250,000 for. I have to own the whole company. I'm sorry, but I'm out.
Okay.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you, Bob. Thanks, Chase.
Thanks, guys.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Evan, we're all friends here. We love you.
Yes.
You have a problem.
Next up is a product designed to unleash a child's creativity and imagination.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Erica Pope, and my company is Port Magic. I I'm here seeking a $75,000 investment in exchange for 15% of my company. Remember being a kid and how much fun it was to build forts when you wanted to bring your greatest fantasies to life? But the frustration you had that all you had to work with was couch cushions that would fall apart or a card table that looked nothing like your imagination? Well, enter Fort Magic, where a child can build a fort as big as their imagination. The magic of our Fort Magic kit is in the large number and variety of sticks and connectors included in every kit. With just one Fort Magic kit, a child can build unlimited fort designs. They can build a castle fort, they could build a pirate ship, or they could build a race car. Who's ready to come aboard a company that has a product that has been repeatedly called the best money spent on a toy ever?
Erica, you must have very amazing numbers.
Yes, it has been amazingly received.
You want to share those with us?
Sure. So Fort Magic has been open for 18 months, and in those 18 months, we have made $150,000 in sales.
Erica, how have you sold it? Have you done it online? Have you worked with retailers?
We sell almost entirely through Amazon, as a matter of fact.
Erica, tell me a little bit about the product. You mentioned one kit can do multiple things. Did I understand that correctly?
That is correct.
How big is that kit?
So each kit comes with all of these pieces. There are 384 pieces in a kit. When you receive the retail box, it's 26 inches by 10 inches by 10 inches.
Oh, that's big.
Yes, but every Fort Magic kit comes with a very high quality, excellent storage bag.
That's going to be difficult to get into retail ever. That's a very large footprint.
What's the unique part of the connectors? Is the way that they connect unique? Yeah, like when I put it together, is it hard? Like how do I?
Oh, I have test samples. Would you like to try some? Yes.
Sure.
Here, everyone. Here's some pieces.
It's actually really well made. Like it's a lot sturdier than I would have thought.
It's very sturdy.
This can't be patentable, is it?
Actually, we are patent pending.
So tell me about the numbers. Tell us what it costs to make, who's making it for you, is it built in America or offshore, what are your margins, all that good stuff. It's all one question.
I'll answer all of them, no problem.
Well, because I want to know about money.
Sure, of course. We all want to know about money when it comes to business, so no problem. I just want to bring to your attention, by the way, this is our teepee, and simultaneous to the teepee, you can make your stick buddy horse. So just putting that out to you.
What's your background? How did you come up with this?
I was a stay-at-home mom for 15 years, and I love being a stay-at-home mom, and I, love my children. My son was playing with his dryer box that was falling apart, and I thought, we could do better than this. And then we started playing with the idea, and we had to invent the way to bend our sticks. When I started playing with it, it was so much fun. And then when we covered it, it was, oh, it's so adorable, it's so cute.
Back to the numbers. Back to the numbers.
Well, but the thing is, before the numbers,
before I die of old age, tell me what these sell for
Let me
and how
ask
much
you one
make.
thing, though. None of the fabric comes with, though. That you have to do yourself.
Which fabric?
And all the fabrics on these.
Does it come with a mom to make the fabrics to cover the shelf?
So tell me about the numbers.
Not deviating from the numbers on purpose.
I think you are.
Okay, great. So our Fort Magic kit sells for $199.
Whoa, ain't cheap.
We currently manufacture the Fort Magic kit for $40 a kit, and we can get it to the end user for $50 a kit. So our margins are 75%. We profit approximately, $100 per kit.
How much money have you put into this?
So I have invested $50,000. My mother has invested $200,000.
200?
Yes,
Whoa,
200,000.
Mommy, dearest. How much does Mommy own of the company?
So the original split is 50-50, but we recently brought in another investor. He has actually committed $200,000 at a 35%.
What does that do to the equity breakdown? Because he's going to get 35%. You and your mom were 50-50.
Yes.
Right. Who takes the hit? Is it just equally? So now you're all
Equally.
basically third partners?
Well, essentially, yes. But I have complete authority to negotiate here today.
Erica, let me say, I think your enthusiasm is delicious.
Thank you.
You're bubbling over. But let me tell you, your answers to the questions are driving me nuts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're all over the place. I feel like you don't know what you're shooting at. Let me give you one shot at that.
Okay,
If I said to you, what are your top 3 priorities starting tomorrow morning when you go to work? What would they be?
Sorry, I'm quite caught off guard.
Top 3 priorities.
Well, immediately or in general, I'm sorry.
The next day, the next week?
You're making her point. You realize that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Okay, I've never seen an entrepreneur ever in my life succeed without being hyper-focused on exactly what's most important. For me, it certainly wouldn't be a good fit, and I'm sad to say I'm out.
Well, I don't know what to say, except other than I definitely believe in Fort Magic.
Erica, you're going 200 miles an hour, and I don't know what direction you're going in. I don't think you know what direction you're going in. I don't think you're focused enough, and for that reason, I'm out.
Okay, well, thank you.
Erica, most families in America can't pay $199 for a child's toy. They just can't. I mean, that is really high in the children's toy business. If you want this to be big, it has to be for under 100. I'm out.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. Okay, Robert and Lori.
I agree with Kevin. I think that it's expensive for what it is in that you don't get everything to put it together. If it came at $199 with all of the fabric and everything that you have in front of us, then that would be, to me, a great price. And for that reason, I'm out.
Thanks, Lori.
You know, one of the things I've learned on Shark Tank after 5 seasons is there are some products that when people come on, the audience is going to buy in droves. I think you're going to sell a ton of forts.
Are you making an offer?
Four sharks are out. Erica only has one chance to make a deal.
I think you're going to sell a ton of forts.
Are you making an offer?
I am making an offer. My challenge is keeping you focused. For me to be involved with the business, I would need to be an equal partner with you. $75,000 for 50%.
Okay, thank you, Robert. Let me ask you this, Robert. For 50%, can you tell me exactly what you think that you'll be bringing in terms of, like, moving our distribution and moving our sales for us this year and in the future?
That's the smartest question you've asked so far.
No, Erica, that is a great question. There's a bunch of things that I think my team and I can help you focus on. You've got to sell the materials with it and stuff like that.
Which
so
will
I think
add cost.
It will add cost, but I think that's an option for people. I would take it to retail, but I have to see the packaging. I just keep going back to, I think you're going to sell a lot of forts.
50% is too much, unfortunately. It's too much. And I understand that...
What would you sell for $75,000, given that he's made you an offer? And that's an achievement here. Many people come on Shark Tank with toys, very few get offers. He's reflecting the challenges ahead in his risk profile of your business, and he wants to be paid for the risk. And you haven't done a really good job in de-risking it, because, as Barbara said, you're scatterbrained. And, you know.
No,
I didn't say exactly
Mr. Wonderful, I am not scatterbrained. I may be enthusiastic, but I'm actually very driven and very hardworking, and I've
Okay, then get focused on the offer.
I don't know that you're going to like it, Robert, but honestly, I was thinking more something like 25%.
I'm not going to change from that.
I really appreciate it, but I'm going to have to say no.
Good for you.
Good for you, and you'll make it.
Yeah, everybody's clapping there to make an offer.
Oh, that wasn't a real offer, Robert, and you know it.
Okay.
You did not expect her to take it, and you know it.
How do I deal with all the other partners, Mark? How do I deal with the other partners?
You did not expect her to take it.
Just because she spent $250,000 in the past doesn't change where we are right now
I'm just telling
today.
you it wasn't a real offer, Robert.
All right, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good luck
I
with
appreciate
everything.
it. Thank you.
Huh, to you, Robert.
Look, Barbara, I have the ability to make an offer that works for me.
That business is so screwed up, you can't sell a lot of these at $200.
Sure you can.
It's ridiculous.
Sure you can.
I don't think so.